Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is my dog, Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. Hi, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing so well. We are back again today to check in on a content creator here on the YouTubies who I haven't covered on the main channel in a while, but I did cover her at some point on this channel. And I've also covered her a bit on my Twitch re-upload channel, which if you don't know, I do reactions on Twitch to all kinds of different things, and I re-upload the reaction portion of those streams to a second channel called Zachary also. I will give a little bit of lore about the one, the only Life Plus Cindy today, but it'll be a really, summarized, paraphrased version of the lore. And I'll also leave a playlist of all of the Life Plus Cindy videos I have here on this channel, as well as a playlist for the Life Plus Cindy videos I have on my Twitch re-upload reaction channel. And of course, there's some timestamps down below if you just want to skip ahead to the part where I react to Cindy's latest video. So let's see how quickly I can give you this lore update. I first knew of Life Plus Cindy from her Sims content, her Sims YouTube channel called Pleasant Sims. At some point she grew tired and weary of playing The Sims and moved over to focusing on just a vlogging channel. There was also maybe some drama that happened back when she was just a Sims channel and some Discord stuff. I wasn't really around for a lot of that, but I do know that it happened. But I found her at a time on her vlogging channel where she was splitting from her husband and making a lot of wild choices on the internet. We saw her do things like get up in the middle of the night and drive all the way to Arkansas to move her life to Arkansas from Colorado. We saw her also drive all the way back to Colorado in the middle of the night to try to win back her man. We've seen her date a guy named Limbs, or at least that was his nickname. She's currently with a man named Tadpole, and by that I think his name is Ted, but it might be Tad, and sometimes I just call him Tadpole. She's also known for doing the carnivore diet on the internet, although to be quite honest, I'm not quite sure where she stands with that these days. She seems to make allowances anytime that she meets a new man in her life that might want to introduce her to eating outside of the carnivore diet. She loves witchy things. I don't know, there's just a lot to go into it. I'm sure some of you Life Plus Cindy aficionados are gonna be like, Zach, you didn't mention this, you didn't mention that. I know. I know. There's a lot of lore with Miss Cindy. But I guess what's most important to know is where she last left off. And what's important to know is that this is her first video in quite some time. It's hard to say exactly because right now this is the only video on her channel. She privated or deleted, I'm guessing probably just privated, all of her past videos. But I will say the last reaction I did to her over on my Twitch re-upload channel, I posted that on February 20th of 2025. So it's been a while, and I'll also say at that time, right before she took everything down from her channel, she was facing a bit of heat because she was posting some really strange videos. She posted a video of her just going through her house and turning on every single light in her house. And she also posted a video, and this is the last one I reacted to on my Twitch re-upload channel. She posted a video of her just walking through a graveyard, videotaping graves that she saw and things like that. I do know that some of the speculation at the time of her posting those videos and then eventually taking them all down and posting nothing was that she was potentially going through her actual divorce from her husband, the guy that I first learned about like 2 years ago or whatever, whenever I first started watching her vlogs a little bit more closely. So I think there was some level of speculation surrounding that, and a lot of people were really upset with the graveyard light related videos because Cindy just didn't give any explanation for what those meant. She also had people who were paying memberships on her channel. She used to pretty regularly do some membership only live streams, and she just kind of left them all with no context for what was going on. And lots of people were very confused, some people frustrated, and some people honestly were like, Listen, I'm here for whatever content Cindy posts, even if it's her walking through a graveyard with royalty-free music. So yeah, that brings us to today, and we're gonna react to her first video back. Interestingly, I said February, which is only 3 months ago, but this video is titled Living in a Hotel Room for 6 Months, parentheses, life update vlog, end parentheses. And so that I do find very interesting. I will say, outside of watching the silly video about her lights in the graveyard, I don't really remember a lot about what she was up to prior to all of that. And so I'm like, was the light-related video pre-recorded content that she already just had available? Because otherwise, how has she been living in a hotel room for 6 months? That just doesn't add up to me. She posted that light-related video, which was the lights in her home, in the past like 3 to 4 months. And I should also say she was living with Tadpole, with Ted. What, Tad, I genuinely can't remember, but I know sometimes people in my chat call him Tadpole. And so now I'm not sure if that's his name or not. But anyways, I feel like we just gotta get to. So let me shut the fuck up and let's get to, shall we?
I'm back.
Hi.
And guess where I am, guys? In the beautiful state of Virginia. This is one of the most beautiful places that I have ever visited in my life, and I feel so grateful to be able to spend 6 months here. Ted and I have been here for 2 months already, and we're going to be here for another 4 months. As you can see behind me, I am in a hotel room. This is where we live temporarily. So let me just...
Girl, what? Wait, girl, what? Okay, so this makes more sense. The timeline makes more sense now. The timeline makes more sense. But why are y'all living in a hotel room for 6 months? That's gotta be expensive. And you ain't been making no coin on the YouTube. So how is that working out? I mean, I can't remember. Something tells me that old Tadpole... Something tells me that he's got like a good gig going for him, so maybe he can afford this for them. Also, oh, I forgot to tell you, she gave herself a Skrillex haircut, and by she gave herself, I think in the Instagram post that she made about it, she said that Tadpole did it. I can't remember, but if it seems like she's missing some hair on this side, it's because she is. She's doing her best Skrillex cosplay. So, in case you were wondering what's up, that's also a new revelation for Miss Cindy. It hasn't always looked like that. Her hair has gone through a lot over time, to be fair, to be honest with you all. But that is... Oh, you know what that just made me think of? And I don't even know why. Oh my god, this is more lore dropping. But right before she also deleted everything from YouTube, she said she was starting a soap business. Like a homemade, handcrafted soap. Artisanal soaps, if you will. So I don't know what's going on with that, or if she's like making artisanal soaps out of the hotel room, or what, Did y'all order some soap? Did y'all get it? Did y'all order some soap from Miss Cindy, and did it come in the mail?
Just get you caught up on what's happened over the past few months since I've been gone and how we ended up in Virginia. So Ted and I were working on getting our soap business going. It's something that we really wanted to do and we still want to do in the future. That's still like a dream of ours to do in the future.
I didn't know it was... Well, first of all, I can't imagine that's a Tadpole dream. That's a Life Plus Cindy dream. I think Ted's just being supportive, Diva. I can't imagine that's his lifelong dream, is to start a homemade handcrafted soap business. But okay, Diva.
But something came up where we had to put those plans on hold temporarily. So Ted got a job offer that was just too fucking good to turn down. And so he talked to me about it, like, do you want to go on the road with me? And I was like, you know what? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, because we both really needed a fresh start. I think that getting out of Arkansas for a while, getting out of that old environment has been so good for me. Like I said, we are in one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and it has been like a fresh start for us. So we've been been here for 2 months, and we're going to be here for another 4. We could have only stayed here for 3 months, but we decided to stay for 6. That way we can escape the brutal heat of Arkansas summers and stay here in a little bit of a cooler climate in Virginia during the summer. And also, there are so many awesome things we still want to do around here, and we have already been doing so many amazing things. We've gone to the Virginia Safari Park, which is so much...
That was a jump scare for 2 reasons, okay? Wait. Let me get back to it. Jump scare for 2 reasons. One was Ted. The other was that fucking bird. Listen, I have tried to appreciate birds so much more lately, but them big old emu ostrich looking asses, they scare the fuck out of me. They really do, especially in a situation like this. Especially in a situation like this where Miss Ma'am is coming up to your window and pecking at you. No, ma'am, I'm not trying to do that. But also, Ted is always a little bit of a jump scare, because one of the first times she ever introduced him to her channel, and I think I reacted to it, and I think I did it on this channel, one of the first times I ever reacted to them was them cosplaying some kind of weird Cindy's the cop, and she's handcuffed old Tadpole over here to a chair or something. It was real cringe and real uncomfy, and so every time I see him, I'm reminded a little bit of that experience. And I get a little jump scare, so it's 2 times the jump scare, 2 times.
A safari park, which is so much fun. It's
come
like
on.
a drive-through
Come on,
safari
deer.
park where you get to hold out
Come
the
on,
little buckets
cow
of food,
thing.
feed all the animals. It was super fun. By the time we got to the end of it, we had no food left because the big animals kept stealing all the food. They would just steal the whole bucket from you. And they were strong. We've also gone to Natural Bridge, Virginia, which was...
I've been to something like that. In St. Louis, in the St. Louis area, there's a place called Grant's Farm, and my parents took me there multiple times when I was a kid, because my mom had family in the St. Louis area, so we did a lot of family vacations there to do stuff there, because it was convenient. It was fun, but I remember them animals coming up and me being a little freaked out. I'm like, why are you so close to my car? Why are you so comfortable sticking your head inside the window of my parents' vehicle? It seems a little weird. I mean, I know why. They're hungry. They've been trained to do that, but damn.
So beautiful. I posted some pictures on Instagram. I don't have any video of that. We went to Virginia Beach, which was amazing.
Beautiful.
I hadn't been to the ocean, so it was really...
Daddy Ted! Daddy Ted! Daddy Ted, I didn't know he had all these tattoos. Oh my god.
Pretty cool to be able to see it, and we stayed in a hotel room like right on the ocean.
This is from our hotel room on Virginia Beach.
Who's playing?
There's Ted. Say hi, Ted. I don't know. I'm vlogging. I don't know why. I'm not gonna post this anywhere.
Hello, Rumble.
Not Hello Rumble. Like plus Cindy ain't on the Rumble, is she? Anyways, I love that she said, I'm not gonna post this anywhere, and then said, couldn't help myself. Just look at this sexy videography I've done of my man smoking his vape. She said, I can't help it. I gotta let the internet see my man sucking on his vape. Let's fucking go.
This is awesome. We're right on the ocean. We've been in the ocean all day.
Is this...
Some guys playing music.
Oh, I was gonna say, is this somebody playing music there, or is this some kind of B-roll, like, royalty-free music that she put in the background? But apparently somebody's playing music there.
It's beautiful. It feels great out here, too.
We've gone to Luray Caverns, which is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Huge underground caves and caverns that you get to go explore at your own leisure. And then on my birthday last week, we went...
I do love... Listen, I grew up near Hannibal, Missouri, so we did go to the Mark Twain Caves, where little Becky and Tom Sawyer explored... Oh, my phone just fell out of my pocket. I used to love going there as a kid, but I do have a reoccurring nightmare that I get stuck in small places. I got a little bit of claustrophobia in that way. And I fear of just getting stuck somewhere in a cave and not being able to get out. scares me.
Went to the Grand Caverns, which weren't as big as the Luray, but were still really cool.
Gorgeous.
We also went thrifting that day, and look what I found. I hit the fucking jackpot on Sims 3 games, and I bought them all. So
do y'all think she'll actually stream, though? Because she did start streaming the Sims content again on the Twitch for a little bit. She didn't start posting on Pleasant Sims anymore, but she did start streaming over on the Twitch, and she was playing the games, and then she just stopped that, too. You got all them Sim 3 games? You got all them Sim 3 games, but are you gonna play them? Are we gonna get to see the Sims content? I have uploaded a little Sims content on, like, a special third channel called Zachary TOO, if you're interested. Just for fun, once a week. But, anyways, I'm curious. You think she's gonna post that, too?
These are like the kind of things that we've been doing. We've also been doing a lot of hiking.
Bella and Morty.
Nature trails around here. And we have many more things planned that we want to do here, including going to Washington, D.C., because we're just like a few hours away from it. We want to go back to Virginia Beach.
Let's
we are
go.
going to go to some local theme parks.
Sure.
And just like, I'm sure we have other stuff we want to do.
Isn't Busch Gardens? No, Busch Gardens is in Florida. What is the one that's in Virginia? There is one over there. Maybe it is Busch Gardens. Am I making that shit up?
Is it like all of the kind of bigger cities around us too, and we want to go explore those some more? We're staying in kind of a small town.
Yeah.
It's definitely smaller than Hot Springs, but there's a lot of stuff to do around here just because of all the nature and everything. We are in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and in a minute I'm going to take you guys outside and show you like the view just from our hotel room.
Let's go.
Everywhere you go here is beauty. And I have to say it, I never thought I would say this, but this place is more beautiful than my beloved Ouachita Mountains. It really is. It's just, it's bigger.
How dare you, Cindy? How dare you do that to the beloved Ouachita Mountains?
It's denser, it's wilder, but, you know, Ouachita's will always be number one in my heart. It will always be my home. But this place is just breathtaking. Okay, I've gushed about the location long enough.
What do you know about gushing? Not this. Keep going. Keep it moving.
We've got a couple more updates to give you. First of all, Ted and I both quit smoking. So we decided when we came here that this was going to be a...
Quit smoking, but you did just show him sucking on that vape. You did just show him sucking on that vape. So quit smoking cigarettes? Is that what we quit smoking?
We said it was going to be a completely new environment. We wouldn't have those same old habits that we had at home, and we were just going to start over with that. So we got here, never bought any more cigarettes. Like, we kind of smoked on the way up here, and then we ended up, when we got to the hotel, we had like 2 cigarettes left. We smoked them, and then we never bought any more, and we have not had a cigarette in like 2 months.
Okay,
so
Diva.
I'm not going back. I will never
Please.
go back. I can't speak for Ted. He says the same thing, but I will never smoke again. However, I have become heavily addicted to vaping, so...
And there you have it. and there you have it. And there you have it, Diva. She's gave up smoking. I don't smoke anymore. Give me a pat on the back. But guess what? I am heavily addicted to the Elf Bar. I am heavily addicted to this vape. I can't get enough, Divas. Cool. Yeah.
So, you know, it's a trade-off. Harm reduction. What can I say?
Harm reduction.
I will be able to quit these, though, but I'm going to talk about that more in another video. I have a job.
Harm reduction. All right, Diva. Okay, wait. First of all, she's got a job. I need to hear about the job. Because she hasn't worked at a... And this is no shade, but like she hasn't worked at a regular job for a long time. There was a time where she talked about getting a regular job, but then she just kept making content on the internet.
I have a temporary part-time job. It's not some like huge high-paying career or anything, but I do have something that I do Tuesday through Saturdays.
Okay,
it just gives me something to do, gets me out of the room. I'm able to earn some money to pay my own way. And, I'm not going to say exactly what it is that I do or where I work because people are crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to know exactly where I work. But, yeah, I am doing that. So, going forward on the channel, when I make videos, I'm just going to make them when I can for you guys. I'm not going to promise any certain frequency because I do have other stuff going on. And I'm not going to be bringing back channel memberships either because I can't do the obligation right now. Oh my God, there's 2 crows right in the window, up on my patio.
It's a sign.
That was awesome. And
it's a sign.
I got a new pizza bag. Let me show you. Let me update you on my pin.
I don't know that anybody does. I don't know that anybody does, Diva.
Election. Ted and I went to see last podcast on the left, so I got Henry dressed as Harley Quinn. I think I have a couple new ones. Ted found this one on the ground for me at Virginia Beach. This little flower, I thought it was so cute.
How romantic. How romantic, Ted.
Got Flogging Molly, Skeletor, Live, Laugh, Love, Uncle Acid, The Cramps, a bunch of King Gizzards over here.
King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizards. That's her favorite band, I think. Question mark.
Dead Moon, Wind Hands, and these dice I got at the Born Free bike festival last year. So this one's bigger than my other one, so I can really fill this one up over time. Anyway,
sure.
I saw it sitting back there and thought you might want to know. So first of all, let me give you a little tour.
Oh my God.
Of our...
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for filling me in. I couldn't live without that info. I also am just gagged that part of this video is a room tour of the hotel. Girl, just by looking, this looks like just about any fucking hotel room I've ever stayed in. I always get so gagged when people go to these basic ass hotels and they're like, hotel room tour! And I'm like, unless you're paying like some extra money to stay somewhere real nice, it's probably nothing I ain't never seen. Probably ain't nothing y'all ain't never seen, you know? Oh my gosh, also... my southern accent comes out a little bit when I listen to Cindy, because she's got one.
A room and show you kind of how we're living right now, which is, it took me a little while to get used to it, but it's really not that bad. So here is our room.
Oh, look at the cuck chairs. They got the cuck chairs set up.
It's quite large. We do like sleep on one bed, even though we have two beds. And we just alternate the one that we sleep on, like every week or something. I don't know. They didn't have like a king room for us that they would allow pets in, but they do let us have our pets in here. So there is Belle, and here is Did
you see that big gulp?
We went hiking this morning. We walked for 2 miles, so they're a little bit tired now.
Damn.
I'm about to take them on another walk. Anyway, there's not much to see, but let me show you what we have. So this is our closet, right when you come into the door. And we didn't bring much clothing with us. We only brought like enough. I think I have like 2 weeks worth of outfits and that's it. So you're going to see a lot of repeating outfits. Over here we have the little dog area. This is where I keep all the dog food and treats and extra bowls. And then I feed them right under here. And then
GLAMOROUS, we're flying first class, up in the sky, drinking champagne, out of the glass, do the first thing, I won't change about the glamorous, oh, the flossy. I know all them words ain't right, so don't even start with me. Don't even start with me in the comments, divas. I know them words ain't right. I know they sure weren't, but that's what this is giving. This is giving fergalicious, glamorous, you know? It really is. It really is. The big gulp next to the doggy area, glamour.
There's my big gulp Diet Coke from earlier. Then we have some extra blankets and pillows, and that bag is where we keep our dirty clothes, and I have to go to the laundromat once a week and wash all of our clothing. We've got some bottled water down there. This is our fridge and microwave situation. It's a very small fridge, but I do manage to get like a week's worth of food in there for us. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
Oh, wow.
A whole bunch of stuff. Like, you can get a lot of stuff in there.
Wow.
At the bottom, there's like 24 eggs and some pork chops and sausage.
It seems like she might be a little bit on the carnivore still, although that looks like it could be a pizza.
Like some cheese and vegetables and yogurts for Ted. Anyway, you can get quite a bit in there, and we even have like a little freezer here too.
Oh, wow.
Some of Ted's old ice cream in there. I need to clean that out. So then they give you this little coffee pot, but it's really gross and bad. Like this coffee. Oh my god. It is coffee.
It's so bad.
Like a little bag, like a tea bag, and you put it into this coffee. It's horrible.
Drag it.
But we don't drink that. We drink the free coffee in the lobby. Yay, Folgers. Over here is all of like our dry goods.
I'm also kind of like, is it probably that different than what you're drinking in the lobby for free. Girl, I don't know.
On this cabinet, this is all Ted stuff. I think pretty much everything over here, like the soups, the ramen, potatoes, tortillas, bread, Rice Krispie treats, cookies, that's all his stuff.
Yeah, that ain't giving carnivore, Diva. Are you still doing carnivore?
Green beans I will eat. And then I also have I was making myself iced coffees when I first started my job, but I haven't really been wanting coffee that much anymore besides my morning cup. Then, of course, I have some herbs and spices over here. I am super, super into tahini now. I put it on everything. This shit is so good.
I'm trying to see where the herbs are. I'm trying to see where the herbs are.
Dry kind. And this is where I do primarily all of the cooking for us is in this little electric skillet right here.
Wow.
That I just plug in and I just cook right here to the best of my ability. We also have grills outside.
Best of her ability should be emphasized because there's a lot of compilations of her questionable cooking on the internet in case you've never seen them.
So we will grill meat or I will cook for us in here. And then over here we have the desk. This is where I keep like our books and stuff, and then my laptop. Basically all I've been using my laptop for is like paying bills and ordering things that we need and stuff like that, but now I'll be using it to edit this video.
Wow.
There's my jewelry box over there. I didn't bring all my jewelry, just what I could fit in the jewelry box. There's my collagen and my prescription medications. We'll talk about that another time.
Oh.
And then here is the door outside.
She said, we'll talk about that another time, Divas. I can't give you too much in this video. Alright. Okay, tease. Alright, tease. Yeah, wow, this hotel room tour. Riveting, Diva.
So we are on the ground floor and we have a sliding glass door that leads out to this little patio, and it's so nice for taking the dogs out because I can take them out anytime. I don't have to walk them through the hotel. I can just take them out this door anytime and walk them around the grounds.
True.
We got a couple of chairs over here. A lot of chairs.
Ooh, that is a cuck chair. Look at the stains on that chair. Somebody's just been sitting there jorking it. Like, what the fuck? That chair looks gross. That chair looks so gross.
So for my birthday, Ted bought me a pair of Vans. Look at these.
Oh, wow.
Aren't they awesome? And they actually had my size. We went to the Vans store in the mall in Roanoke.
Shit.
And got these, and I absolutely love them.
Damn.
And of course, we have our beds here and our little nightstand, and that's pretty much it. That's how we're living. Oh, the dog beds are right down here.
Angels.
I'm at the foot of the bed because Bella likes to sleep at the foot of the bed. So they actually usually sleep with us at night, but during the day, they will lay in their beds and stuff.
Sure.
I don't like to let them stay on the beds, especially during the day, especially when I'm not going to be here, because it's really hard for them to jump up and down.
Sure.
It's not good for their little backs.
Little
so
precious
little
angels.
There I am in the full-size mirror.
Hey, Diva!
Mirror. So, and of course, we have a bathroom that has quite a bit of space in it. And Ted has his pull-up bar here attached to the door frame, so the door never closes.
Now, y'all saw him earlier. Does he look like a man that's doing pull-ups on the regular? Maybe he is. I don't know, girl. Pull-ups are hard. They sure are.
We have an open door bathroom here. So this is the only sink that we have. So this doubles as a place where we, brush our teeth and wash our hands and also wash the dishes. Which I try to keep as minimal as possible. And back here is the tub, pretty nice sized tub.
Oh, but look at what is going on here in this hotel? What is this dark spot on the tub?
I take a lot of bubble baths these days. And Ted shaved half of my head, so I'm really loving my side shave look. He also shaved his head. I can't wait to show you guys.
Oh, show me.
I also forgot to say.
Show me to me, Rachel.
Under the cabinet where I cook and do all that is a dresser, and that's where we have all of our clothes that are not hanging up over there. So all of the clothing that we currently have with us is in 3 drawers. and on those
Wow.
hangers over there. So we pretty much just wear the same shit every week, which makes it a lot easier when I have to go do laundry.
For
Oh,
sure.
and I also didn't mention that Ted's job pays for our lodging, so we don't have to pay anything for this. We get to stay here for free the whole time we're here. The only thing we have to pay is the pet fee. So that's really awesome. It allows us to focus on saving up money and our...
Okay, glamorous. All right, free. Love free. Free's my favorite price.
Plan is to save up as much money as we can while we're here and then go home for October, November, December, and then we may go somewhere else in January. I don't know.
Wow.
We may start on the soap business at that time. Who knows what the future holds? But right now...
We gotta get that soap business started, Diva. That's your dream. That's Ted's dream.
For the rest of the year, our plan is to stay here for 6 months and then go home for the holidays. And yes, we still have the house. Ted did not sell his house or anything.
Yeah,
He's
she
owned that
lived
house
with
for
him.
many years, in which he goes on the road for several months at a time for work, and then comes back so that he always has a place to come home to. And so all of our stuff is still there. We've got somebody watching over the house for us, and it'll be ready for us when we return. So I guess you've seen just about everything there is to see inside. Let's go outside.
It is kind of wild because, like, Homegirl hadn't been with Ted for too long. I will say another thing about her lore that I didn't mention earlier is that she does have BPD, and she has very famously not done a whole lot about her BPD. She, like, sometimes starts therapy, doesn't necessarily finish it, does some workbooks, doesn't necessarily finish them. And she talks a lot about having a favorite person. And so I imagine that Ted has become that for her now. And she really hasn't been with him that long for her to just be, like, traveling cross country for 6 months. But live your truth, Diva, I guess. I don't know. As long as you don't get hurt. Sure.
Outside of our room, you can see the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains over there in the distance. I do not think this camera could ever do it justice.
Sure.
Like, it is so beautiful. And this is the kind of view you can get anywhere you go around here.
Sure.
So the grounds here where we're staying are really big, and I usually take the dogs around at least 3 to 4 times around the entire loop, and it ends up being about 1 mile a day. So I'm trying to walk about 3 miles a day. Look at that beautiful view. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
The dogs are so happy here. They love it because we get to go walk around in this beautiful nature all the time. They're having a great time. They even have benches here where you can sit and look out over the mountains. It's a little bit of a cloudy, cool day here. And starting Thursday, the high is only going to be 64 for like a week.
Is that okay?
The weather is so nice, and it's not nearly as humid as it is back home. All right, pups, let's go.
Let's get to
Our
pups.
hotel also has a pool you can see right there.
Ooh.
And it is open, but I don't have a swimsuit. I didn't bring one with me. I don't know.
She said, I don't want to tell y'all too much about my new job that I'm doing part-time, but don't mind me if I just show you the entire grounds of the hotel that I'm staying at. Like, Diva, keep some stuff to yourself.
Why? I didn't think I would need a swimsuit. Like, obviously it's almost summer. I'm walking the dogs over here. They know the little loop we're gonna take. So I want to go shopping for a swimsuit soon. So I can go swimming in the pool.
Yeah, let's get
on
to.
nice days. There's this little path. If we go behind this fence, like it's all fenced off. The road used to go around here. But they blocked it off because the road is like crumbling into the mountain.
She said a fence can't stop me.
But I still like to walk the dogs back here. And see, there's the pool area over there, and then there's like a children's playground, and there's just so much room. Look at all this honeysuckle.
Wow.
And the wildflowers out here are insane. I have identified so many different wildflowers, and it smells so good. I kind of want to harvest some of these honeysuckle, but I do worry about them growing so close to this concrete. But you can see, like, this used to be a road, and it's just sort of like
crumbled down the side of the mountain here, so they blocked it off. So nobody.
Okay, the end of this video is getting a little dry. We've ran out of tea or interesting content to share. But this is sometimes par for the course if you've never watched a Cindy vlog. Like sometimes, this is why I don't necessarily even watch every video she posts, because sometimes she's just like, girl, what? I mean, I guess. I guess.
And drive on it for safety reasons. So the dogs and I just walk back here and walk around the fence. Gotta get through these trees though.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
It's an obstacle course.
Alright, we're going around. We're going around the bend. There we go.
There you go.
Bushes. And
There
then
you
over
go.
here, so you can see the road just goes around like a loop, but you can't drive it anymore. So yeah, if I walk the dogs all the way around this loop, go behind the fence and take the road all the way around, it's 1/3 of a mile.
Wow.
So I try to take them all the way around at least 3 times a day in addition to our hikes. It keeps them worn out, I'll tell you that. Some more wildflowers over here in this little field. My favorite ones that I've found here are the Virginia bluebells, but they are no longer blooming. They only bloomed in the
Cindy, let's wrap this up. Cindy, let's wrap this up.
early spring. We got here in late March, and the trees were not yet leafing out, but there were wildflowers and stuff everywhere. Now the trees have really started to leaf and bloom, and it's just gorgeous.
Sure.
Okay, we're back in the room now, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching this
You're
little
welcome.
update video. I truly appreciate each and every one of you.
You're welcome.
And I will see you with more videos coming up soon. Bye.
Bye. Did y'all miss her? Did y'all miss Cindy? I'm not sure if I did or didn't. I'm not sure if I missed her or not. You know, hard to say. Hard to say. I'm happy she's back. Actually, let me say that. I'm happy she's back. Welcome back to the YouTubey Cindy. If you don't know, she frequently deletes all of the videos. I don't know if I said that in her lore story either, but she frequently deletes all of her videos and starts all over. So just expect that to happen again sometime soon. Not me. Okay, first of all, that's karma. First of all, that's karma. Not me choking on my hair. Oh. All right, but I think that's the sign that I need to wrap it up. So thanks so much for watching my video today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did and you're brand new to my channel, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get notifications every single time I post a new video. Make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I had so much fun today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!